joining me today. We are going to do another epistemology read on the archetype the Pilgrim. I'm super excited for this one today. Let's go ahead and get into it. But as always, if you are interested in a private reading with me or any of my whimsy products like my altar boards, my potpourri, or the other products on my shop, please go check that out in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into the Pilgrim. We have the Wanderer, the Traveler, and the Apprentice. For the Pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the Pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the Pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and as soon the Pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day to day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the Pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. So this is all about learning, adapting, growing, and studying, which is very funny because epistemology means knowledge or to study. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Also aloof, non-committal, and flaky in its shadow. But it also highlights that the stillness of meditation carries the same energy as the Pilgrim as you are traveling inward rather than focusing that energy outward. I don't know why I look so pale recently. The winter must be getting to me, but that's okay. Wow, where do I want to go? I want to find out what kind of energy this Pilgrim is in at this time. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look. That came out very quickly. Okay, clammed up. Needing to let go of a weight. Clammed up maybe in a specific relationship, maybe with a spouse, a long-term partner. I feel like I'm right on the nose there. Okay. Yeah, you might be wanting to walk away from a partner because you feel like you can't open up to them. Or you don't know how to talk to a partner, maybe about a vacation or a trip that you want to take, or maybe some kind of venture that you want to go down, some kind of new beliefs that are forming. It's going to be different for everyone, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Wow, my nose is like really going crazy. Oh, I have like I don't know. Okay. We have facade coming out. I feel like you've been putting up this facade. I feel like you've been putting on this mask that maybe you're happy in a situation that you aren't. Let's just keep going. Let me get a couple more. Please, Spirit, from my... Thank you, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Discovery. There's some kind of exploration that is trying to take place here. We have perseverance in reverse. And then we have balance in reverse. Okay. Things might already be on shaky ground. You might be impulsively trying to do something. Or maybe that's what you're worried this partner or someone would say. Maybe you're suddenly leaving a connection due to a facade. I'm picking up on 3 distinct situations here. I'm sorry. So let's try to narrow it down to who needs this message most. Okay. Quick. We have memories of love. Okay. They're just flying out. We have sacral chakra coming out in reverse. So, okay. Is this going where I think it is? Yeah, we have heartache and loss at the back of the deck. Okay. Let me get just a couple more. 1, 2. Okay. We have intervention, rescues involved, others. What is that? Desire, upright. We have drama queen, thirsty and causing chaos. This might be over a divorce. Something threatened, embarrassed, appearances. Yeah, someone's feeling really locked up, closed down, or shut down. There might be children involved in this situation. Okay. All right, yeah. I am getting... There's this real desire to leave the situation that you're currently in, but I feel like you're scared to vocalize that. You feel very drained. I feel like you're ready for a new beginning, or you're waiting on some kind of new beginning. Something that will allow you to kind of discover more, delve deeper into yourself. There's a real curiosity that exists in you that I feel like has been, it's like this candle that has just been snuffed, you know? And this might be a partner who has kind of snuffed that, or someone that you've grown apart from. But I feel as if you stay or you hold yourself in this situation because of all the memories of love, or maybe what you guys have built together is too much to walk away from. Yeah. There's a real need to go inward to look at your desires. I feel like Spirit's put you in this situation to recognize maybe the changes of who you are now. Yeah, I feel like you might be in denial. Maybe you're not recognizing or seeing your partner correctly. There feels like a lot of resentment build up. This feels like a lot of built up resentment, maybe from keeping everything inside. You know, the pilgrim is supposed to explore their feelings, but this feels as if things have just been kind of shoved into a bottle and they've been stored and set aside, and now they're kind of starting to burst out. And there's this real desire to like run or ruin things, and it's because you feel very drained, but I feel like you're holding off on that because you do love and care for this person. It's just, I'm seeing someone like rattle cage bar, like steel bars in a cage, like rattle them and they're like, let me out. But it's almost like you're really not trapped. Maybe you've threatened divorce, or someone is worried that you're leaving them. Yeah. A lot of this feels like it's in the head. Like it's a lot of unprocessed emotion. This is so out of pocket. I'm sorry in advance, but I genuinely think you benefit from like some therapy. Maybe even like relationship counseling. I feel like a lot of truths might come out that have previously been like withheld if you had a safe space to vocalize them. And I think that's what a lot of this is. I feel like you're searching for like a safe space, and that's where a lot of these impulsivities are coming out, or this like desire to flee is coming out because you don't feel safe. You might have a lot like on your shoulders, or you might be feeling trapped at this time. Some kind of heartbreak as well. We have discontent and boredom, but we also have temptation in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you don't want to walk away from someone. Again, yeah, material harvest on the back of the stack. This is because you've built something with someone. So you don't really want to walk away from it. This might not be you. This might be another person. But I feel like there would be real happiness in getting away in a vacation here. But I don't think in the long run, I don't think you would look back and think that that was a good decision to make. In fact, I think you would look back with like, I'm hearing wiser eyes. You'd look back and realize like you were retaliating, you were acting out because you were being like neglected, or you felt threatened. You were acting out because there's rage here, and there's some kind of like karmic behavior going on here as well. Maybe yeah, maybe some envy over like the people around you. Yeah, this is interesting. This is like super, because it feels, weirdly enough, this feels very shallow, but I feel like there's such a depth to it. It feels like the camel that broke, I'm sorry, the needle that broke the camel's back, or the straw that broke the camel's back. It feels like whatever reason you have for wanting this divorce, this separation, whatever's causing this flee energy, to other people it seems really, it might have something to do with a nightclub. But it feels really shallow, or other people might, maybe you're worried that other people will judge it as shallow. But I feel like staying in this situation would be a facade. It would be a betrayal of self. Even though you would get something out of it, even though there's something that you want to keep here. Okay, well, where do I want to go? Let me grab some of these, and then we will get into some tarot. Yeah, just one or two, please, Spirit. Details in this situation. We have Taurus, being highlighted here. Some kind of luxury. Maybe someone doesn't want to walk away from someone else because they would lose some kind of like luxury or benefits, or they would lose some type of lifestyle. We have Aquarius being highlighted and the man's wish. This person might have offered, this person is weird. This person might have offered like a weird solution to this situation that I feel like really got you up in arms, really got you, like pissed you off. It was weird. He was being weird. Yeah, or acting like an enemy or like trying to set you up. Maybe there was some kind of like accident. Maybe something to do with like inheritance here. This person might have been trying to like isolate you as well. This person's weird, I'm telling you. Yeah, it went against your wishes. We have the woman's wish in reverse. Yeah, with departure right behind that. Like you didn't really want to walk away from this situation because of family. We have success and we have country coming out. Yeah, I feel like things in the past were really perfect, especially with this memory of love, with country, with success coming out. Like I feel like you had like a picture perfect family. I'm hearing Dollhouse, I think, by Maria Martinez. Or I think it's like Family Portrait or something. It's like faces, faces, put on your faces. Yeah, something here was like picture perfect, at least to other people, but behind the scenes, it was like a mess. Something really messy was going on. I feel like you discovered this, or you discovered that everything was like a facade. And it actually, I think that there's a TV show, it's like Why Women Kill, that I've been seeing. And it's like this housewife who, I haven't actually seen it, I've just seen like clips of it. But it's a housewife who finds out her like husband is cheating on her after the death of their child. And she goes to like confront the mistress, but then she becomes friends with the mistress and she decides to like kill her husband and get her other friend's abusive husband to do it. Super cool. But that's kind of giving me that vibe. Yeah, something here was really malicious and weird because it's coming out with my Aquarius again. Something here was malicious and it was weird and it destabilized. It destabilized whatever you guys had together. So you feel like if you stay in this situation because you feel like you should, right? There is some amount of like guilt in wanting to walk away and actually walking away from this. But I see that you're like, you just don't care. Like you're so drained, you want out. But what's kind of holding you back is like maybe what other people will think. What will you do? I feel like a little bit of anger as well. Something might have happened during Virgo season, Taurus season, Aquarius season, Pisces season as well. All of these may be involved in your chart. With the Fox, I believe that's an earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus again, Virgo again. The oyster is a water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Something here is like a facade. And someone here is really malicious or is thinking about ways maybe to like get back at you. Maybe you're thinking this about someone else though. Maybe you think like walking away will get back at them for what they did, but you don't really want to. Maybe it's something that you feel that they deserve, you know. I do get the sense you feel maybe disconnected from your sacral chakra. Maybe a little bit of physical pleasure would assist in that area. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, I want to grab some tarot. I totally lost that deck. I've been doing that a lot more recently. That's okay, it happens. We'll just keep chugging along, you know? I want to grab some tarot on this. I'm going to go with my dream deck, actually. Oh, yeah. We have my Page of Coins, my Palace of Swords. Okay. We have my Priestess. We have my King of Coins right over my page. Okay, wow. That's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot. We have my Nine of Swords. We have my 10 of Coins and my 6 of Wands. Okay, we have my Judgment card on the back of the deck. in reverse, and we have my Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, all right. Okay, I do see some worries here. This is what you've been going internal about. You're calculating, you're strategizing. Or at least this is where you should be directing your energy. I feel like you get this like urge to run or to leave, or maybe there'll be a point where you like gain information that will motivate you towards this. But there's this really like impulsive urge to like pack everything up and go. But I feel like this is something that, this feels like an escape plan, if I'm being honest. With my Palace of Swords, it feels like you've prepared for this, you've planned this out, you have like an alibi in hearing. And you have to do it like this. Maybe there's worry about like finances or financial health, or like how you'll be able to like maintain finances, because I'm getting the sense that this person that you're separating from is a provider or controls the finances. So I do see that you were trying to set yourself up in a position where you could walk away financially and be okay. Then we have my Priestess. I feel like there's a lot of fear here, especially with my Nine of Swords being right next to that. A lot of fear and paranoia about how this could backfire, maybe about them finding out. Because I feel like a lot of this is done like hush hush, and that's why there's this Pilgrim energy, this like new beginning energy. Maybe you're like going back to a hometown, or going back to a community. Or there's fear about walking away from this community or losing this community. Maybe because it's like people that you've grown up with, or people that you've known for a long time. Like walking away from this person would require you to like leave your mutual friends, you know, like leave, you know, maybe a job. This could also be in regards to a job. Like a really toxic boss, and you're just strategizing how to leave properly, but it might be a struggle because, like, you know, applications aren't coming in, or things aren't easy to, like interviews aren't easy to manage when your boss has you scheduled like 20 hours overtime that week. I do see a lot of opportunities coming in for you very quickly. I do feel like the path is literally just going to reveal itself. It's just going to open up as soon as you make like a very solid decision here. And there's a lot of victory in your future. If you're worried about finances, I do see you being provided for and taken care of. I'm hearing that quote from the Bible where it's like, if God takes care of the birds and the trees, surely he would take care of you. Like, surely you're worth more than that to God, as you've been handcrafted by him. So I do feel like maybe you're scared to take this leap because you're worried, like, well, who will take care of me? Who will take care of like the bills, or take care of the kids if I get a job? Things like that. But I do see that like things are going to work out. There's a need to trust in God's plan here. We have Judgment at the back of the deck in reverse. I feel like this is a crossroads that you keep coming to. You keep coming to this crossroads with this person where you're like, something little happens and you're like, I need to leave. Like, genuinely, I need to leave. I need to figure out a way to leave. Oh, but I can't because the kids. And, you know, then I wouldn't be able to see like his best friend's wife, Stacy, anymore, who's my best friend. Or, you know, I love their parents, etc. Or I'd lose some kind of support. Or maybe, like, you know, he'd fight for the kids, he'd get the kids, so you feel, like, stuck in this commitment. This might feel hopeless. And you know that, like, if you were able to leave, you would be able to... You feel like if you were set up properly, you would really be able to make something of yourself. There seems to be this sentiment of, like, this person holding you back. Maybe you're only now becoming aware of that. It almost like fills me with like deep sadness. I'm hearing the quote like it's in the song Your Mother's Rage, and he says looking at all the versions of yourself you'll never be if you're carrying your mother's rage. And this is that kind of vibe where it's like you're kind of looking at your situation. Maybe this is generational, or this is something like it like mirrors or mimics something from your childhood. There's like something almost ancient about this, like something unearthed. Like they did something that just like unearthed some kind of solid resentment against them. And I feel like it's been pushing this idea towards you that you should walk away, you should leave, or you should start anew heavily, heavily. But I feel like you're very scared to take this new beginning. It's almost like it's too much change at once. I got a couple here. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go find it. Okay, thanks. It says, oh, yes. Sorry, I just fell over. It says yes. I do feel like there are some feminine guides that are really trying to like push you towards walking away from this, because I feel like they've lived this before. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, so many cards are like, got messed up in that. Okay, alright, let's try that again. Let's get 1 or 2 more, please, Spirit. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, I feel like you're ready. You're ready to finally like walk away from this person. Even though there's a lot that's unknown is what I'm getting. Oh, we have 3 per. We have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? That's, and I was just saying that, where it's like you feel like you weren't able to like fulfill something here because of a commitment or like too many responsibilities. And then we also have Get Grounded. I feel like it's time, like you have a plan that you've been thinking. It's time to actually set it up so you can do it. Like even if it's just step by step. Yeah. Oh, purr. This is so cute. We have Lamora on the bottom of the deck, which is all about creating heaven on earth. I do feel like you know that if you were able to get away from this person, a lot of your dissatisfaction with life would go away. This almost feels like, this reminds me of when I was living with my ex. We had an apartment together, and the first apartment that we had together, it was just a 1-bedroom. And I fucking hated it. I hated it. It like really bothered me. I felt very unwelcome in my own apartment. And then the second apartment that we had separate bedrooms at some point. And we broke up like pretty shortly after, but we had separate bedrooms, and it was like it was the happiest I'd ever been, because for the first time in our relationship, like I could decorate things the way that I wanted to without having to take his opinion into consideration, and without being judged at all. And honestly, since then, like I have grown into a very self-expressive person, and it's really helped me to find myself and discover myself, and also to fight for myself, and to fight for what I want, and to fight for my dreams and my goals, and to go after them, like with fervor and passion. And I feel like you have that in you, but that spark has just been snuffed out over and over again. And one of your guides is tired of you relighting it and that person going, you know? So I feel like you are being pushed to walk away, to take a leap of faith. Interesting. Okay, I want to get some self-care and a song and maybe some charms for this reading. Yeah, I feel like the blindfold's off in this situation. You like can't, I'm kidding, you can't gaslight yourself anymore into staying with them. Yeah, walking away with the Chariot. Yep. Manifesting, you're manifesting an out. Because I think I just heard, is this the type of person I want to raise my children? Ooh, that was like overwhelming. So I'm gonna grab some self-care right now. We've ground yourself, coming out a second time, guys. Ground yourself. I'm so serious. Try to find, maybe this person is doing something like that to you, where like they're trying to keep you awake, or they won't let you be by yourself, or they're intentionally like isolating you. Interesting. We have positive affirmations coming out. Definitely, I love positive affirmations. Then you also have movement. That's so funny because the Pilgrim highlights that. I'm actually going to read that a second time because it highlights that so heavily. Where there's motion, where there's movement, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics will lull us to sleep because they get veiled in the day-to-day. But when the Pilgrim awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us towards the door to a new reality. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. I'm here for it. Ooh. Okay, since it said positive affirmations, we're gonna get some affirmations. That flew out. Today I will see the possibilities. Today anything is possible. My heart is open to any and all possibilities. Today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. Hand knit, baby. Hand knit, baby. We have today I will not compare. Today I will not compare myself to others. I will find true peace in my own life. Yeah, maybe something that you really want to do, that your heart and soul is calling you to do, is very out of the norm for your community. And you feel like you'll be judged heavily for it. And Spirit is begging you to do this regardless of what they think. They're begging you to persevere so you can find real support, not fake support, not this facade. See how they're barely holding hands, but in this one she's like being held, supported. On the back we have today I feel optimistic. Today I will see the beauty and goodness in the heart of every person I interact with. And today I am focused. Today I will be productive and feel good about the hard work that I need to do. Yeah, I do feel like maybe part of walking away from this is being able to find like a found family or a soul tribe here, a community in which you can grow with that shares the same values as you. I know that the Pilgrims were like a puritanical culture, so maybe this is going to be for some not all, but this is kind of what I'm seeing is like someone who may have been like sucked into a trad wife lifestyle, who is realizing that that actually really doesn't align with them and doesn't make them happy, and maybe they're looking for something. This is giving like actually it's kind of like the inverse of it's actually kind of the theme of like a what are they, like a holiday rom-com where like the big city rich woman comes back to her hometown and divorces her husband because she meets her like high school sweetheart or something. Let me grab some charms for initials and then I'll let you go. Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of initials. We didn't get many tarot. Oh, wow. I have a Canadian quarter with the Queen on it. For the descriptions, we have religion. That's so funny. Yeah, maybe you're like deconstructing a lifestyle that your religion brought you to, that you like grew up wanting or needing. But Spirit is being like, baby, it's okay to branch out and experiment. Like, I'm hearing God will forgive you. We have mom being highlighted, so a mother might be important. You might be a mother, or a mother might be like encouraging you. I was kind of picking up on the sense where you've been like thinking of this plan, so maybe this needs to be done like step by step, where it's like, well, first I'll drop the kids off to my mom's for like a long weekend, and then I'll move all their stuff out, and then when everything's out and I'm away, that's when we'll serve the divorce papers. Like, there needs to be like a step-by-step plan of action here. But a mother is definitely coming in very heavily. I see a pig, so you might have thought like when pigs fly, like you'll be able to leave the situation when pigs fly, because I have a pig with wings. I do have a second religious token. I have a cross here. You might be religious. Oh, Christian, Catholic. We also have, for my initials, we have S, so Sam, Sammy, Samuel, Samantha, Susan, Sarah, Sherry, Stan, Stella, Sal, Saul. Yeah, that's what I got for that. The other initials, we have U. I can't even think of a single U name, I'm going to be honest. Maybe an uncle is involved, though. We have W. So, Wilma, Wilson, Will, William, Wyatt, Wayne, Willow, Wales. That's a place, Wales. That's in like the UK, isn't it? It's Probably not. Please don't yell at me in the comments. I'm really bad at geography. Yeah. And then we also have O. Do I know any O names? Oscar? I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got. Oh, well. Oh, and we have a P. Patrick, Patricia. Come on, I know there's other P names. I guess it's just not in the cards for me tonight. From the mini tarot, I have the Sun in reverse. So walking away from a commitment, some kind of separation or divorce. This might have been caused by someone's ego or something. Again, I was picking up on this earlier where it's like something really shallow. It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. But this has been a long time coming with my Temperance card. This has been a long time coming. You've been thinking about this for a while. You've just been waiting to put it into action, waiting to have a plan. And that's respectable. I feel like you're trying to do this so it's like an easy transition, or so that it's like in the best of everyone considered or involved. You may also be trying to like prevent some kind of violence from happening. So full respect to you. But that's what I'm seeing for you today. Now, if you'd like to book a private reading or check out any of my whimsy products like my potpourri or my altar boards, feel free to check that out in the description box below on my Etsy. Other than that, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!